When we go out to eat, we never agree on where to go.
I want burgers!
Pizza.
Tacos it is.
The one thing we do agree on is we all want unlimited high-speed data. That's why we switched to Metro PCS.
Stop by Metro PCS with the whole family and get 4 lines with unlimited LTE data for just $100, period. Metro PCS. Wireless. Figured out. Coverage not available in some areas. Requires new line. During congestion, the fraction of customers using more than 35 gigs per month may notice reduced speeds. Video streams at up to 480p. No tethering. See store for details and terms and conditions.
All right. Deadman Stone Podcast with your host, Mr. Deadman. And joining us tonight is James H. Longmore. How's it going, man?
Pretty good, mate. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good. I have to say thank you for having me on the show. It's nice. It's nice to be a guest and not a host on the show. It's good. I don't have all the buttons and things to worry about. So thank you. It makes a refreshing change.
Yeah, I have to agree. It is much easier being a guest than it is being a host. Oh, certainly.
Oh, it is. It is.
Yeah, whenever I get that opportunity to join on someone's podcast, it's like, you mean all I have to do is talk? I don't have to worry about anything messing up or anything? Oh, okay, cool.
It's good. It's good. It's funny when we're doing our show. It is because you're just trying to think about 6 things. Well, trying to think 6 things at once, and I've got to press that, and I'm trying to think ahead as well. For intervals coming up, and I've got to press that button, and we've got to do the break, and this is nice. I should have cracked a beer actually.
Oh, I think we're already getting a caller. Hold on.
Make them wait.
That's Tina, right? Xtina? Tina?
Yeah. Xtina. She's my partner in crime. God bless her.
All right, just give me a minute. Give me a minute. Let me do the host thing and introduce the whole thing, and then I'll bring you on. Okay. So I'm going to decline your call. I know you're listening because you're calling right now. Okay. All right. Hold on. Okay, so what's going on here is James Longmore from Hellbound Books, and you run the show over there, right? You're the main guy?
So I'm told, yes I am.
Okay.
Well, that's probably I'm referred to as the man behind the curtain or something, but without Xtina, nothing would happen. She's sort of
that's how it works, though.
The power behind the throne is Xtina. Oh yeah.
You're like the Oz. You're like the. Oh, she is persistent. Exactly. She's persistent. Hold on.
Okay. She works with me. She has to be persistent. Otherwise, nothing would get done.
All right, caller, you're on the Deadman Stone Podcast. How's it going?
It's going good. Hi.
Hey. Hello.
Whoa. What's that?
Hi.
All right.
This is so cool because, I don't have to have notes in front of me or anything, and I can drink as much as I want. And James can't yell at me because you have the buttons right now, Jesse. So.
Oh no! Yeah, I have the ultimate power. I have the power of, and I have done it. On air. I've done it on air. She was blathering on about baseball, so I just dummied her. I'm not listening to that bilge.
But you guys are at my mercy. I can meet you guys too. At any time. But I'm glad you're both here.
Can I just share?
Sure.
Can I just share that on the baseball game right now, we're in the top of the 13th inning, no score. 13 innings, no score. So I'm done. James. His eyes are rolling in the back of his head, and he's face palming and stuff. But that's all. I'm done.
Who's playing? All right, so both you guys are from Hellbound Books, which is great because
No, actually, we are Hellbound Books.
You guys are Hellbound Books.
Yes, we are.
All right. So what's going on? What's going on with the Jack Ketchum anthology?
Well, it's really good. I mean, obviously, well, we made the opportunity. We it was actually Becky and Aaron, who is also one of the team, after Jack's sad passing, asked if we could do an anthology. Again, just a little bit of backstory. We have worked with Dallas. He actually participated in our last charity anthology, ironically enough, which was for Hilarity for Charity, which is the actually Seth Rogen's Alzheimer's charity, and Dallas actually chipped in with that. Which I think it may well have been one of the last things he had published. And Xtina was working with him to get him on our show. And then I think it was a shock to everyone in the industry when the news hit that he'd passed away. Becky had formed a close relationship with him and said, it'd be nice to do this. So we jumped through the hoops. We can't just. Well, that's what some publishers would. Let's just do something. But we liaised with his agent, who liaised with his estate, and jumped through a lot of hoops, got all the okays and everything, and away we go. So, I mean, it's good for us. I think it's good for everyone. I don't think there's any horror writer who hasn't been in some way influenced or touched by Jack. For me, I mean, probably one of the most disturbing and best books I ever read was The Girl Next Door. Still one of my favorites.
That's a great read.
Brilliant. And ironically, one of my other favorites is called Let's Go Play at the Adams by Mel Johnson. Both based on the same real life events. I think Jack's was closer to the actual events than the other one, but very. The movie was equally good, very distinct. So I've been a Jack Ketchum fan for a long, long time. I loved obviously The Woman and Off Season, etc., etc. He wrote, his visceral writing was just phenomenal. It's a sad loss to the industry, bless him. So I'm just blathering on now.
No, it's all right. It's good. It's good because you touched on something. So you guys got permission from the estate to do this.
Yep.
Okay. Correct. I mean, so all the hoops and hurdles you had to jump over. I mean, like, can you go into detail? Can you say anything about that?
We had to agree that all proceeds will be donated to charity, which will be animal rescue charities, which will be decided upon by his estate. The late, obviously, when the money starts happening. Okay. Because obviously that was something that was dear to Dallas's heart. And to mine as well. I'm a zoologist by education, and I live in a house full of animals. Like Xtina will testify. We have spiders, we have snakes, you name it. Ferret. Have we got a bloody ferret? Would you believe? So it is, again, it's something dear to my heart as well. So, we had to agree to that. We had to be very specific about what we would do. Everything written, any image we want to use, obviously any artwork we want to put together has to be okayed by his agent, who will pass it by his estate as well. Okay. So we can't fart with that, which is fine. It means obviously he will maintain the quality. So when the anthology does come out, it will be the very, very best quality, obviously. So I'm pleased about that.
That's good to hear. This is good because I think some people were worried about like how well you guys are going to be actually working with his agent, or I guess the legitimacy of the anthology. But I mean, you guys put out some good stuff. All right, you guys put out good stuff, and knowing that you guys are working with his estate, all right, that you're working with his agent, and he's pretty much screening everything, giving that final approval. I mean, I don't understand how anyone could give any sort of flack about this. I mean, this sounds like a great opportunity. Just any publisher would love to be in this situation, Hell, I would love to be in this situation, if it was handed, like, oh yeah, I'll take it.
Well, I mean, I'll be to be honest, when Becky came to me with the idea, I said, yep, great idea, but surely someone's doing it, and nobody has done it. Whether they, because I didn't want to jump and do straight. What I did not want to do, which is why I insisted we do everything above board and with his agent and everything. What I didn't want to do is be seen to be, profiteering. I mean, as I say, Dallas was a fantastic guy, and I didn't want to be seen to always the cashing in, because we are not. We're doing it as a tribute to Dallas, to Jack Ketchum, because we can. It's nice to be. I actually put it in the forward to the anthology we did for Hilarity for Charity. I put it is nice to be in the position to be able to do something good, to put something back. And that's great. It's not something that obviously everybody can do. So. Yeah, it was nice. And I think, it's very much a case of, you can't please all the people all the time. Some people are just going to get offended no matter what you do.
That's true.
To be honest with you, it was a storm in a teacup, because people either misread it or maybe chose to misread it. We put it on the web. We decided it would be a good idea. Let's put some of the names that have already agreed, like we've got, Edward Lee, Rath James White, Joe Lansdale. We've got some serious writers who've agreed. Joe Lansdale, I had dinner with him about a month or so back, and he's a great guy. What a character! What a great guy! What a great guy he really is. So we thought it'd just be nice just to sort of say, hey, this is what we're doing, and to encourage other people as well to jump on board. And then, of course, people, that's the table of contents. Why isn't so-and-so in it? Why is there no... No, it's not. If you read it, it says these are the authors that have agreed so far. It was never. This is the list of people who are in it, and everybody else can fuck off. This is just like we've actually removed that now because it was just like it got silly. People just got daft about that when it was just like, well, why? Why you? I didn't understand it. I thought, why are you getting arsey about? It's just a work in progress. This is the list so far. Just say so,
So people got pissed off over a roster.
Yep.
That wasn't even finalized?
They were describing it as the TOC, and it nowhere did it say it was the TOC. It said these are the writers who have agreed so far, and that was it.
And to be clear on something, was this an open call or was it an invite only?
It was both. I mean, we invited... like Joe Lansdale, I invited personally. Becky invited, like Edward Lee, Rath James Wright, etc. So we started off. We invited those that we knew, and then we sort of rolled it open. So what I didn't want to do is just like it be a big, because we would be swamped. I knew we'd be swamped. Yeah. But it was rolling out as an open call, and which obviously, if it wasn't, these people wouldn't have seen it. And these people, well, why am I not being invited? Well, it's an open call. It's open.
That's what I found so funny about it. That's what I found so fucking funny about the whole thing, is that because I've received some screenshots of people complaining. I'm like, what is this? Like, why are they? What are they complaining about? It looks like an open call. So if you want to be in it, submit.
Yeah, it wasn't a big secret. It was plastered all over our website. I mean, it's not like we're being hiding things here. We're hiding it all on the website. There was 2 pages about it on the website, so it's there. But I think, maybe people generally misread it. Maybe some people thought they were a bit pissy because, I don't know. I think people, some people just like a bit of drama, I think, Yeah. And you always get a couple. You always get a couple who stir it up. There's somebody who's still trying to stir it up now, and it's just leave it. It's blown over. Move on. Sorry, Xtina, I was going to say, and I told Becky this the other day, I was a gnat's knacker away from just pulling the whole fucking thing. So I do not need this stress in my. I don't want this for our company. I don't want it for. And then I slept on it and thought, no, we have made a commitment. We are going to honour Dallas Mayor's memory. So damn it, we're going to do it, and we're going to put out a brilliant piece of work, and that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say that I definitely think that it was a combination of, people who just love drama, people who just thrive on drama. And then, I don't know what it is about writers and authors, but we're not good readers. And I say that, and I include myself because, we'll have, things on our websites and this is what we want. This is, and we still have people, well, what font, and they have every single question, like the answer is on the website. People don't read.
They do. And then they send a submission in, and somebody sent a submission in, and I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to name names, people. And it was the point size was 9. It was in some font that even I've got a million fonts on my Mac. Even my Mac couldn't find the feet. It will guess. It will guess the nearest font to what this is supposed to be. Yeah. There was no paragraphs. There was no there was nothing. There was literally no punctuation. It was just like just big block, like a 200-page block of words.
Well, hopefully they at least get the. Do they get
what is it? Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say at least hopefully they get the subject part right? Because if they don't get the subject in the email right, you're not gonna read it, right?
Do you know, I had a submission the other day. Here's, Hellbound Books will be. I'm confident you'll love to read this, and my young adult fantasy novel. Where does it say? Seriously, read the fucking. Where does it say on the website we do fantasy or young adult?
Yeah.
Nowhere.
Well, no, exactly, because we don't.
Well, I thought this was interesting with our one of the poetry anthology we had. I had one time a whole poem put into the subject line. The whole poem. So,
that's awful.
Right.
I wouldn't even read that. I would just instantly delete. I mean, that's what I do now. Like, of course, I tell people, put this in the subject line. Put what I'm looking for. Put this. Otherwise, literally, I'm not going to find it. I'm going to pass it up because I get a bunch of stuff, junk mail, stuff I need, stuff I don't need, whatever. And if it does, I'm sorry, I'm just going to pass it up because when I'm looking for it, I type in the name and the subject, or when I search for my emails, and what doesn't pop up, it's lost, and I'm not worried about it.
Well, and this is the thing that irritates me, Jesse, is that when I started off, as seriously writing, and I want to be able to sell my stuff, I want to be able to find publishers, etc. I did all my homework, and one of the main things that everyone was saying was, and this is from publishers, from successful authors, is read what the publisher wants.
Yes.
If they want it in, and they're all much of a muchness, but each one has their own little quirks, because it's indicative when you send your manuscript in. If you can't follow those few simple instructions, they get that impression from you that this guy is going to be difficult to work with, and they're more likely to pass. And I'm now on that side of the coin, and I will look at that and say, well, they can't even be asked to read the website, B, adhere to the simple instructions. I mean, and we don't ask for much, to be honest. We even actually, again, you can download it free off the website. We offer a free guide to punctuation and grammar, in which what we've done is we've accumulated all the niggles that we see day in, day out, and just simple
wow.
And we do just go through your go through your manuscript, and if you don't use commas, you don't use apostrophes right, if your grammar's wrong, that redo it, and they don't. So, but to be fair, it's a good way of separating the wheat from the chaff. And unfortunately, there's going to be the odd really good story that falls by the wayside simply because they just. And I've likened it to, people, that's what editors are for, blah, blah, blah. It's like saying, right, I'm going to be a car mechanic. Yeah, I'm going to work on Rolls Royces, yeah? And I'm going to use a spoon.
Yeah.
You have to I mean, I get people say, "Oh, well, I don't understand Microsoft Word." Well, it's the tool of your fucking job. Learn it. It's not difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least use that. Some people are still using, I don't know what, like, I guess RTF or WordPad. Or sometimes I get a submission. I'm like, how did you form your paragraphs? Like, it doesn't need to be this complicated. I don't even understand. It's not forming.
And page breaks. They're simple. They're right there.
Well, how do you don't know what a page break is? Seriously, my 9-year-old daughter knows how to what a page break is. Seriously, seriously. I mean,
But the bad thing is that until I was on this side, I don't think I paid as much attention. But now, if I go to submit something, I am scouring the website. I want to make sure everything is perfect. But people don't do that unless they're actually, I don't know. They just don't do it.
I have from day one, and I expect that from people who submit to us. I like I say, it's not like we're asking for the moon on a stick. It's just like, 12 point Times New Roman, paragraphs, please.
Standard
it's not
stuff. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. In fact, I actually sent one manuscript back to her. I mean, it was a good manuscript, but for some, I don't know why. Where they put the extra line between paragraphs. Why?
Yeah.
Have they never opened a proper printed novel? They don't do that.
Yeah, they don't even know what they're doing.
No, who told you that was a good idea? It's just
like,
I could weep.
Now, a story might get formatted like that if you post up like on a blog or something, because like on a WordPress sometimes it formats things weird. But that's a whole other thing. But what we're talking about is that people don't read, even authors, especially authors don't read.
Yeah.
So, which goes back.
You would think,
I'm gonna say it goes back to how people blew up this whole thing totally out of proportion. Because, like I said, when I looked at it, it just looked like they were either ignorant on what's going on, or they were doing it on purpose to stir up drama. Okay, so hopefully those. Well, hopefully the ones that are ignorant, if they listen to this, will understand that it's not what they thought at all. I mean, come on. It's a great project. It's a great opportunity. The money's going to charity people. And Hellbound Books is working with him, working with his agent. Come on. And
I agree with
if you want to be in it, try sin.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think that obviously there are people who are dear friends of Dallas, which is and they want to make, and I would, if it was obviously a personal friend of mine, I would want to make sure his memory was treated properly. Yeah. However, like you say, the fact that nothing will be put out until it's been okayed by his agent and by his estate should be enough comfort to these people that we're not going to put out some tatty piece of shit. And it's going to be probably the most polished piece of work we put out. And to be fair, we put out some quality, because they will just say, no, you're not putting this out with his name and his picture on it. Simple as, so that should give them the confidence that it is going to be, a fitting tribute to Jack.
And that's good. I mean, one of the comments I read was like, oh, how come I don't see Dallas's friends there or whatever? It's like, hold on. They can submit. They can submit if they want to submit. And I'm sure they'll be invited too if they weren't invited.
But we are speaking to some of his closest, associates and friends, and they are working with us and they are submitting.
So
the fact that they weren't on that list is neither here nor there, because And in fact, there was somebody who was not on the list, and somebody picked up on it. And the only reason she wasn't on the list was because it was Sunday evening, and Becky had just told me she'd agreed to come in it. And because it was Sunday evening, I was having dinner with the kids, and I just hadn't put it on yet. It was there on my list of things to do, and I just hadn't done it. I said, well, I think the mistake we made was putting the names on that, and it was done in all innocence, and maybe we
were
shouldn't
excited.
have.
But
We wanted to shout from the roof. We've got Edward Leaf. And I'm a big Edward Leaf fan. Wrath James Wright. I've got a big man crush on that guy. I mean, he's one of my favourite Bizarro authors of all time. Say Joe Lansdale, a fantastic guy. Obviously big net. I wanted to shout, "This is what we're doing, guys!" And these are the people who are getting involved. So maybe that was if we're guilty of anything, that was it. Maybe it's being a bit overexcited, but hey ho, you live and learn. Live and learn.
Right.
Are you open for live callers? Because there's someone who requests that I give him a call for the show.
If it's Nick, yes, get Nick.
Oh my God! I was listening to that show, that one Who Is Nick or whatever, and wow, I actually feel very. I don't know. I feel like, wow, I have made it. If he was. Targeting me. What was it, last week? Yeah. I mean, the names he called me, I was like, wow, I've never been called anything so creative. It was amazing. It was. So, if we can call him, that would be awesome.
He's if it's real, his phone number is actually on his Facebook page, if you look.
Oh, God.
No way.
I'm just kidding.
No way.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Dare I? Hold on.
Throwing it in there. It's probably a fake number. But,
maybe.
Probably Battersea Dogs or something.
Because I invited him on the show before because he was saying some crazy stuff. And that caught my eye. It would catch anybody's eye, the stuff he was saying. And I'm just like, hold on here. You're saying all this stuff. But I didn't do it that way. I was like, kind of like, okay, tell me more. Tell me more. What's going on? I said on the show, tell me more. Oh, you say all this crazy stuff. It was all loaded, but he won't really back anything up. It's like, oh, okay, all right. So you won't come on the show.
Same thing
exactly.
Over and over.
It's full shit.
Yeah.
So actually,
and it becomes less and less. It becomes less and less intelligent. You just can't tell what he's talking about after a while. You're just read it, and it just starts to become crazy.
Babbling, he's rambling on.
Yeah.
But okay, so I can call in some people. If you're listening, feel free to call in if you want to. The number is 713-636-5637. That is the direct line. What is that? What is that? What was that background?
Oh, sorry, that was me. I was watching a bit of porn somebody sent me. I do apologise. How very unprofessional of me. It's actually a woman. It's actually a woman getting done by a midget, so
wow.
I shall.
Wow.
I shall look at that later.
I haven't turned my ball game down, James, and
sorry.
You can't.
Is that the sound a midget makes?
It's the sound the woman makes. So the midget's trying to. Anyway, we had. Was it Becky? Yeah, Becky. She was doing a review, and they were watching Walking Dead or something in the background. Seriously? What?
Yeah.
It was funny. Sorry, sorry about that. I was just.
She actually told me, James, she told me, James, to tell you that she was going to hold the dwarves hostage because she wasn't invited to the party tonight.
Leave our dwarves alone, Becky. She'll be listening. Hey, Bex.
You gotta be nice to the dwarves.
We'll be chatting to her tomorrow. So. Bless them. You're not allowed to call. You are not allowed to call you. They're little people. You call them little people.
Yeah, it's like an ongoing joke, Jesse. What I had to do to get signed books from James, and we have said that it's between us and the dwarves, and so she's going crazy because she wants to know what I've done, to get these books, and we'll never tell.
The dwarves will never speak either. So there you go. There's that. There is that.
Okay. Yeah, you get the dwarves to do some midget porn too.
Oh God!
It's been done. Or I've got this phrase. A guy actually did shot a couple of short film, not that kind of short film. We actually shot a short film in his house. So I sort of got friendly with him, and every now and then he sends me a funny sort of porn snippet. So there you go. It's fun.
Well, like dwarf porn?
I have some.
Okay, now I'm on that. Now I'm on what's going on here with this midget dwarf porn. But anyway, if you would have called in and asked James this question, 713-636-5637. I know it's not toll free, but if you give me a request, I can call you too. Hit me on my email. And this service isn't free. It's paid for by a combination of me, out of pocket, and also generous support of Deadman Tome patrons. Consider being a patron to get access to just about every issue Deadman Tome has and private shows. There's someone who wanted me to call them, and it's, Lisa, also known as Mistress Rosie. So let me get her a call real fast.
Sounding good already. Here we go.
Is this okay?
It's a reunion.
Oh, it's fine with me. I'm happy. Well, one, I need a wee. But he's never going to do that. Oh, he is as well. My goodness me. No, struggling. He's on the chair now.
Okay.
He's on the chair. Yeah, here we go. Get in, lad. Hey.
Oh my God.
All right, let me call this person real fast.
It is possible. If you're wondering, people.
All right. It might put you guys on a brief hold. Let me see if I can call Adam to the call. It should be just super simple. All right. One moment. All right. It looks like it's ringing. Let's see if she picks up.
Yay.
And I think she has some questions. Hello, Lisa.
Yes.
How's it going?
I'm doing well.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. So we got James Longmore and Xtina on.
Hey, Lisa.
Yo,
hey,
Lisa.
girl.
How you doing, girlfriend?
Don't do that, James. Don't do that.
I'm not allowed. Sorry, is that racist? I'm sorry.
Jesse, do you know what you sound like? No, we're not racist, but
what do I sound like?
You sound like my bitch.
I sound like your bitch.
Wow.
What do you mean by that?
Like you've had it one too many times, darling.
Oh shit, Lisa, where is this coming from? Why are you coming at me? What's going on? You can't tell people about that stuff. That's like, that's like private information.
Oh, please. Like you haven't read it.
Oh, like I haven't read what? What are you talking about?
So where's my James? James, darling.
I'm here. I was just watching midget porn while you were talking. It is entertaining and educational. It's educational.
I gotta see it.
James, darling, do you still have Fifi?
Of course we have Fifi. Yeah, bless him. Yeah.
I prefer Mike, though. I do.
Mike's been a fucking nuisance today, actually. I don't know, he's getting a bit above himself at the moment. Fifi needs to put him in his place, actually. But no, Fifi's our big guy. He's a Mastiff mix.
Okay.
And he's like 120-pound monster of a dog. I mean, he's soft as shit with around the house. But he's our guard dog. And my daughter calls him Fifi, and she cuddles him, and he really is. He absolutely adores her. He would kill for that child, But yeah, she calls him Fifi, and he puts up with it. So, but he's a sweetheart.
I mean, Mastiffs are pretty good dogs, anyway. I mean,
yeah, he's a
choice.
Mastiff cross with I don't know what, but he is. I mean, anybody coming near, in fact, people walking down the street know he's there. He's just like,
yeah,
and he's a cracking guard dog. He's just nobody would ever think about.
So being that this is a reunion, I take it y'all three worked together before, right? What's going on?
Yes, we did. This is like a reunion. We used to work at Fat Lip Press. Yeah. I used to be marketing over there.
And I mean, it was actually
we had so much fun.
We used to do the Panic Room back in the.
Yeah, I was the Mistress of Mayhem.
Mistress of Mayhem.
I tell you, can you believe it, Lisa, that in a few weeks we will be doing our 100th show?
Oh.
How scary is that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Tomorrow.
About as scary as if you'd have me on the show.
Well,
damn.
Exactly. So
Maybe we should do that for our hundreds. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, Lisa you must promise to phone in, Lisa, on our 100th show, just for old time's sake.
Yeah, we all got a phone in.
I will.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's changed. It's changed a lot since then. But yeah, it was Anthony Vidal. I don't know what happened to him. He sort of disappeared. But he was the guy who ran Fat Lip Press, and he had the panic room going and all of that. And then I sort of got involved, and it all went down the toilet.
I know.
Wow.
I remember that first show that you were on, James. I really, you sounded so hot. I was like, oh my God. I remember I called him James, what did I call you? James See It Again Longmore for like the longest time. Because
yeah. and now we're like an old married couple. You've just sort of gone off me now. You know?
That's cool.
It's like we still have sex, but nobody's really that bothered about it.
I was so off the hook, Jesse, that James had to write me a script. That's how wild I was.
Well, I mean, Mistress of Mayhem. I mean, like
I had to rein her in. I had to try and put a harness on her, as it
no
was.
way.
And,
Yeah, he had to dom me.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I like it when he puts. I like it when he puts the collar on me, but Lisa didn't care for it too much.
So what's your secret? What's your trick on putting the collar on them?
I don't.
I showed James respect. I respect him.
Ah, okay.
Well, I think
that's what it is.
Yeah.
And I'm just kinky, so I it was fun.
Kitty. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
It kind of works. It kind of works. So, yeah.
Oh, that's
but
nice.
Yeah,
now I'm real curious. Now I'm like, all right, do tell. Come on. Oh man. No, but,
yeah, what kind of show is this turned into?
Moving on. Well, here's an interesting thing.
Oh.
Here's an interesting thing. The S key on my keyboard is sort of playing up a bit. And I sat writing today, and the number of words with the S missing was just pathetic. I'm going to have to bite the bullet and get a new keyboard, I think. Maybe I should.
If I had an S key missing, it would be a tragedy because I have to write ass in all my stories. You know?
Yeah, of course. Oh man, yeah, I've read some of your stuff. Ooh man, it's good. It's strong. I like it.
Did you read what I just sent you?
Oh, if you just sent something today, I didn't read it. Did you send it today?
I sent it to you yesterday.
Oh yeah, then I didn't see it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
I check
You're
it
gonna you're gonna get the paddle.
Not the paddle again. Son of a bitch. But the hardest thing with your material is being like, okay, how am I supposed to get this past Amazon's guardians, the gatekeepers? I'm gonna have to we're gonna have to frame it in a way that they just or we make it the one that I mean, Amazon's such a big platform. If you sell it on anything else, you might as well not, right?
Well, you know what? I am not convinced of that. I think that's what they want us to think, but I'm really not convinced of that. I'm not. I don't think that they're, the most powerful out there. They have us all believing that they are. That is my opinion.
There are quite a lot of channels, aren't there? Funny enough, we just, and it was again a tricky one to get. We've actually just got an account.
Didn't you tell me, James? Didn't you tell me about Excitable before?
About what now?
Excitable from My Erotica because it's so kinky.
Excited.
I read that taboo stuff. Excited.
It's Selena Kitts, baby. They will accept anything. They will accept.
Because I write really hard taboo stuff.
Yeah, you do.
Amazon will. I mean, it ranges from. I mean, they will what they call adult filter you, so you're still there. But there's a nifty little website you can go on that will actually tell you whether adult filtered or not. And And if you're adult filtered, it means that you won't show up. You know, when it says that customers also looked at or also bought or any search, unless somebody searches specifically for your book, it will not show up, which is like the kiss of death on Amazon.
Yeah.
You know, so you have, it's, again, I had this conversation with a couple of authors who were wanting to do a wild, you know, out there, the strong, they wanted kiddie porn in it, they wanted bestiality, literally every taboo, and they expected that was then going to sell on Amazon. Well, I'm sorry to piss on your chips, but it won't. Even if you don't have it blocked, something like that would be blocked. Yeah. We have one title throughout all our imprints that is blocked on Amazon, and it was just boom. You ain't publishing this fucker. All the rest, and again, that was a test. We were testing a new niche, and boom. Although it does sell quite well elsewhere, funnily enough. You know, so I think, like you say, Jesse's right. You know, you can go down that route and be prepared to sell very little, to be honest, unless you find some niche. If it's erotica, Exitica is good. Smashwords, funnily enough, Smashwords will accept pretty much anything. But the thing is, again, you will pretty much only sell on Smashwords catalogue, because they will not send it to the Barnes and Nobles and the iTunes because it will just get rejected.
That's where the problem lies, because like I know there's other places that you could submit it to and post it, and I guess those places would sort of I guess the people who are looking for that content would go there because they know where to find it. But don't expect someone on Kindle to be reading it or something, you know. No.
Well, they would if they could, but they just can't get it because obviously Amazon does not allow it. I like the Smashwords model. You know, it's pretty much people. I mean, even they have some boundaries as long as it's not illegal. Like, you know, it's one of these. It's like a committee sat around a table and thought, we'll allow incest, for example. We'll allow incest stories. However, you know, no one is allowed to be under 18.
Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah,
incest is illegal, and you know, a 17-year-old is doubly. I don't know why, but I guess it's boundaries of taste. You know, you've got to think. It's certainly with the erotica. It's fantasy. You know, that's what it's. You know, there are people who would write about that sort of thing, and people read it, and that's what gets them off. You know, fair dues, I suppose. But but I don't know. Amazon, I don't know. They do get pilloried a lot for being, you know, maybe it's too puritanical, but you know, it is a great platform. You know, we don't have any problems with Amazon. You know, I read a lot of negative stuff about them, and we've, you know, when we've had issues, they deal with them swiftly and, you know, calmly, which is great.
Yeah.
So there. Yeah. And I've had experience too. Had things blocked. Had to find another avenue. Oddly enough, the anthology that was blocked on Amazon, I pretty much went through like Lulu, and they put it on Amazon anyway. And through that back door, it actually wound up back on Amazon. So I was like, look at that! Look at that, Amazon! Look at that! I'm there. But
is it still? Did you get away with that? Did that not get picked up?
No, it didn't get picked up. It's still there. Hopefully, it's called No Safe Word. It's the print issue, so or the print copy.
I like it too.
Yeah.
I
mean, Amazon's fine. I mean, we find. I mean, they're pretty tight on. They've got some very odd, arbitrary and unwritten rules about cover art. You know, as far as nudity and what you can and can't show, etc. But you know, the content they're pretty relaxed. I have to say. They're pretty relaxed.
It's funny when you see, like, when you go to the erotica stuff, it's all like it's okay, just by every other cover looks like, did you just take this from a Google image and just crop it? And just put
probably.
It's like, that's what
Nothing
you
wrong
did.
with that.
That's what you did.
Yeah.
All right. But so, oh man. So hey, Lisa, are you excited about this Jack Ketchum anthology?
Yes, I am excited. I love Jack Ketchum. I used to talk to him years ago when I first started out writing.
Oh, that's cool. I never had the opportunity. I'm sure. I mean, what was that like?
Well, he inspired me not to give up when I was first starting out.
That's good.
I wanted to say, I did not know him. I had exchanged emails with him because I was trying to get him to come on the show. And I was so in awe. Like, when I would be corresponding, and he was so nice. He was always so nice. And what I do remember is, I was starstruck, and I remember thinking, oh my God, I'm emailing with Jack Ketchum. I mean, that was like so amazing to me. And he was.
You were really starstruck?
I was. Oh my gosh, was I? I don't think I've ever been as starstruck as when
You're so cute. You sound like a teenager.
Oh.
I felt like it. I did. I felt like it. I was like, oh my God. And he was so nice. He was, and he was planning on coming on the show, and he was very excited.
I know. Yeah, we were excited about having him on the show and everything. It was, I think out of a lot of the, I guess, big names, he made himself accessible. He was always happy to talk to authors like self for encouragement, and he was a hell of a guy. It's a great loss to the industry.
Yeah, it really is. Oh man, but okay. So for you guys, for Hellbound Books, I know you guys are excited about this, but I could. This seems like this has to be like very difficult, like a weight. Like you have to hit it just right. It has to be top notch, and not only that, what you do afterwards. I mean,
that's a good question. I like that, James. Like, where do we go from there, right?
We will just carry on, putting out top quality product. We have grown over the past 18 months since we started, and again, it's funny enough actually looking at some of our early volumes when we were still learning, and they even now I'm tempted to go back and sort of rejig them a bit and tweak them, but I just don't have the time. And seeing how we've grown. The quality, I mean, it's always been quality stuff. I had, I told you, Xtina and I had a firm vision when we started Hellbound Books as to how our books would look, how, they would, what the contents would be, the kind of, we've kind of stuck with that. We've been bloody minded on that one. We've not deviated into, fantasy and young adult. You see some publishers, and they will do everything. They'll do cookery books, for goodness sake. We said we are going to do horror and dark stuff, and that is that. We are not going to deviate, and that is it. We have garnered an excellent reputation in a short space of time. Plus, despite what some people have said, it's funny actually. Somebody, one of our editors actually said, one of our freelancers said, somebody said on this is in the back of the Ketchum thing. Somebody. Said Hellbound Books, is that the publisher that doesn't pay their authors? It's one, in the industry, it's one of those. If you want to really get to someone or cast shade on someone,
I'll tell you someone that doesn't pay their authors.
You want to cast shade on somebody, you throw that in, yeah. If you want to ask all our authors who just received their royalty payment. Please fucking ask them. Ask them who pays their authors. Make sure their editors are paid, the artists are paid, the staff are paid, bills are paid, everything is fucking paid, yeah? Then, dare to throw shit at us. That pissed me off a little bit.
See, I thought that comment was bullshit. I mean, it just seemed like something like bullshit. Because some people would be like, oh, I didn't get paid. Well, maybe that anthology, for me, I pay royalties. So it'd be like, whenever I hear that, be like, I hate to tell you, but that anthology, that issue did not really do too well. And I marketed, I could show you where I put the post and all that stuff, what I did with it. I don't know what to tell you. It's just, that happens. But other ones, it's like, okay, wow, this is doing well. We got money to share around, it's going around. Good. But you got to take care of your people. You got to take care of your people. If you don't take care,
if what we do, if royalty payments for the quarter are sort of below $10, we will accumulate that, and obviously we let people know that's fine. If it's over that, we will pay them as per the contract, and we have a contract in place for everyone, and we stick to that. And if they're due royalties, they get paid royalties. We even, and this is a recent thing, because and I'm going to toot my own horn here, because I manage the money. I'm a Yorkshireman, so I manage money like you wouldn't believe. We now, whereas again a lot of publishers, before you get any royalties, they deduct the costs of setup, like artwork and editing, etc.
Yeah.
The ISBN number. We don't now. We pay royalties from book one sold.
Okay, that's cool.
Which is great, because it means you don't have to wait until $200-300 worth of costs have been soaked up before you get your royalties, which is great, because we like giving authors money. Nothing stimulates them to write more than earning a bit, even if it's $20. They're great. I've got something. There's nothing better than the little royalty payment you get.
You know what? That $20, even if they spend it on, let's say, some drinks or beer or whatever, they will remember you. They will remember that.
Yeah. I've got, $20-40, and I wouldn't spend it on my granddaughters, and that made me feel like a queen, because I was a queen in their eyes.
Lisa, I wanted to ask you, because you mentioned someone who doesn't pay. Who doesn't pay? Should I ask? Or was it Lisa?
They're in Texas.
Huh?
They're in Texas, and it's not James.
That narrows it down to. Well, it won't be Jess for a fact. That narrows it down to 2 then.
so I'd be grinning, huh? I'd be like a sinister grin.
I'll tell you. I'll give you another hint. Meow. Now you know, James.
Oh,
I'm with you.
Shit. No way.
You know James.
I know who you're talking about now. No. Oh, damn. Damn.
I just wanted to say that I think the reason that me and James, the reason that Hellbound is doing so well is because we were with, small publishing houses that, didn't do things the right way. I'm not going to name anybody, but, and we had a vision of how we wanted things done. And,
yeah.
What?
No,
so
carry on.
We had a vision of how we wanted things done and how we would want to be treated, and I think that's what that we do, and and also equality. I want to say this. I have seen anthologies put out, and I was even a part of them where I cringed about the story that was before mine, or the story that there was a story that was just so bad, but we don't have any problems with say no to a story if it sucks, and I think that there are too many people out there that will just publish anything, and Hellbound won't. We have good stuff, and that's how we like it, and I think that's how we're going to rise to the top.
Yeah, no, it's good, and you're right. I mean, we do we treat our authors as we wanted to be treated. Yeah. I've had as an author, had bad experiences with small publishers, and I've taken all those, turned them around. So we're doing the opposite of all those bad things. A big one is communication. I'm big on what is the one thing I always said to you, Xtina? Do not ignore me. If I ask a question, because I'm very anal like that, and I'm one of these people. I text something, and I don't get a text back in 2 minutes. I get pissy,
Oh wow!
Okay. I've had publishers, and again, I'm not going to name names.
So you're like her girlfriend. What?
Something like that. But no, because the thing is, if it's in my head now, and I'm asking a question, I want to know it now, not 3 weeks time. And I have had experiences with small publishers where I've asked a specific what's happening with my book. When is it coming out? And I've had just no communication. I go through the emails daily. I mean, several times a day. I'll look through and I will reply to people. We'll make an effort. If it's Xtina needs to reply, I will say, give these people a shout, whatever. And nobody has to wait more than a couple of days for an answer. Because
and that
pisses me.
It's a couple hours or something the same day, definitely.
Yeah.
And to make a little joke, when you said, James, what is it? Something I always say, and my mind was like, well, you always ask me, are you writing this down? So
that's that as well. Yes, write it down, woman.
Yeah, that's what you always say to me.
There is that one.
And most of the time, I'm not. So I'm glad you remind me every so often.
James, darling, I just wanted to add, you're so sexy when you curse.
Oh, thank you. That's good because I curse a lot. It's just, sadly, I did read an article that said people, highly intelligent people, do tend to curse more. So there you go.
Oh, that's so fucking true.
Proof.
That is so fucking true.
I like when he says bloody hell. I like that. I do.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. See,
yes.
I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't have a British voice. I don't have a British accent.
You're making me so wet.
Oh, please.
Now,
please.
Come on, man.
No.
You know who just messaged me right now? A certain Nicholas A. Passion just messaged me.
Oh, Nicky!
Oh, no, the troll.
If you're listening, Nicky, I love you.
No, he sent me an email.
Go on.
Apparently, I'm not listening to the truth. I'm not listening to him. And then he says that I should read issue 5 because it was like so awesome, and that's the way magazine layout should be. And what is he talking about? Issue 5.
No clue. Yeah.
Dude, I even told him, you're living in the past, man. Like, I don't know what
maybe he's trying to start a cult, and issue 5 is like the Bible of that. It would be, do you know that would be a great title for a book, issue 5, wouldn't it?
It would be.
Issue 5, bizarre cult.
I was so close. I was so close to calling the conspiracy issue number 5 or issue 5. But I didn't think anybody would get that reference, and it wouldn't really be searchable in any of the search engines. So I was like, I don't know, issue 5. I don't know. But maybe a chapbook or something. I'll release issue 5.
That would be great. Yeah. But yeah, bless it. I mean, he just repeats and repeats and repeats. In fact, I actually told him because I sort of and I said, look, you've just said this about 5. I'm just bored with you now.
He's like, looking at your layouts, Deadman, you really should study the layout of issue 5 or the namesakes because one processor just don't fit all. Let me tell you something, Nicholas. I can't get issue 5 anywhere. No one sells it. It's out of print. So what the hell are you talking about? I don't know.
We will never know.
But hey, at least you're reading my stuff. Give an honest review.
Yeah.
Don't be a troll, man. Come on. If you want to come on the show, if you ever wanted to come on the show and chew me out for releasing that episode. Feel free to, man. Come on, I'll entertain that. We can talk about things. Let's talk about.
Well, we invited him on our show, and he did actually email to say that he wouldn't come on the show because he wouldn't support Hitler's fuck toy and James' homosexual lawnmower. So, but well, there you go. We gave him the opportunity.
He has a thing about people.
Fuck toy. Can you believe that?
You are Hitler's fuck toy? I thought. Oh.
Yeah. And I don't even know him. He called me a slut.
Well, Hitler's dead.
Oh. And my favorite was that I slept my way to the top. That's my absolute favorite, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Does he even know you?
No, not even one. No, not even a little bit. No, I wasn't even. Wait. No, I actually a couple of weeks ago, I think James had given me heads up that there was,
he gave you head.
Whack job.
James gave you head.
Heads up, hey!
No.
No.
Don't you start? Don't you start?
A heads up about this whack job, and I just ignored it because I didn't know who he was, and I had, just no clue. And, last week, I think it was last week anyway, I woke up one morning to, like, all these tags on Facebook and, this nut job, and I was like, I don't even know this guy, And at first I thought it was, kind of funny and, oh my God, can you believe this? So I commented a few times, and then it just got ridiculous. So I ended up blocking him on, like, everything I could think to block him on because.
Oh man! So maybe that was his way of getting to you. Maybe that's his way of charming the ladies.
Marchese has a split personality, and that's who it is.
You're saying this is Marchese.
Marchese has a split personality, yeah.
So you're saying, allegedly, Marchese is Passion. Is that how you say it? Is it Passion?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Stayed in my head, yeah.
Nicky Boy. And apparently this guy really hates homosexuals, which is weird because I think he is a homosexual. He's just deep in the closet. Because I think his number one thing to read is Cody Boy. He loves Cody Boy. I don't know if you know who Cody Boy is, but man, really, all these people I've worked with before, they're like, oh yeah, I had bad run-ins with him. And Cody Boy was one of them. He was like, I can't stand him. He hates me. And all I mentioned was, I was like, Nick, do you know who Cody Boy is? He was like, he went off crazy about how he's a homosexual and homoerotic stuff. I'm like, who cares what he writes on the side? Like, what did he submit to you? What are you talking about? It pretty much, it boils down to, he got mad because he found out that Cody Boy writes homoerotica, whatever. But the story that he published wasn't even that. So what are you talking about? He's like one of those.
Yeah,
like,
I
don't know.
Yeah, I didn't.
There's
find
also that toilet paper finger action that Marchese and Bueller talk about on Twitter.
Oh well, Gary likes a good sausage fest, and Marchese's gonna jump into that. Oh, what's going on in the back? Is it more midget porn? What's going back there?
No, nothing.
Are you?
No.
Are you stroking something? What is that? Brushing.
Lisa, what are you doing?
I'm stroking it. I stroke it to the east, and I stroke it to the west.
Oh,
it might actually be my dog because he's sat outside his pants. He pants. He sounds like a freight train when he's panting. It could well be Fifi.
Ah,
bless
sure.
him.
It was the dog
like
panting.
Dog, bless him. Bless him.
It was absolutely the dog that was panting right there. And not Hitler's fuck toy or whatever. Dude, that is original. That is pretty original.
I love that. Right, yeah.
You know what?
No one's ever
Hitler's fuckboy. That'd make a good porn story.
Let me look up.
Yeah.
You said it's on his Facebook page, right? You said his phone number's on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I'll call him up right now.
Good.
I don't think they can get calls this late at night in like padded cells. I don't think they can.
Yes. He's also not allowed.
But...
He's not allowed anything sharp.
Is it?
Yes. Write everything with crayon.
So it's on the author page. You see, there's an author page.
I just looked. I just looked about, and it's actually got his phone number on it. Or it's got a phone number on it.
Oh shit! It does. Why would you do that? It's so stupid. Okay, I want to call him up and ask him about. I'll ask him what he thinks about Brian King and the burn accident.
Oh God.
Oh no! Don't get started on that.
He's gonna be a twat waffle about it.
That was terrible. Poor Brian. I hope he's okay. I don't know. I've not heard anything since. I don't know how badly he was injured, but hopefully it's not too bad.
Same here. All right, I want to call him real fast. Let's see if we can add it. Hold on. I'm gonna add it to the group call. All right, it's dialing.
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to reach.
Nicholas Pacione.
Hey, Nicholas. What do you think of the Brian Keane? Oh, shit, it's ringing. If this works, this would be a great show. This will turn a good show into a great show.
This will be an award winner.
How does it go from voicemail to ringing, though? That makes no sense.
Hey, welcome to my Google Plus. If you want to get hold of me, this is how you do it. If you want to leave a voice message, this is where you go. This is the right number for it.
Hey.
I have a number for you guys to make
Nikki,
public, and I'll make it available on my page if you want to get hold of me that way.
Is this all one voicemail?
I need an SMS to get my Twitter going, so...
Wait, are you responding to me?
Here I am.
Okay, what do you think of Brian King? Wait, that was all one voicemail? What was that? That was his message?
It needs editing. It needs a bit of... He talks as he writes. He just needs a lot of editing.
Hold on.
Wow. No, he was talking about getting his number off his opera page.
No. I think that's a message. If I call the number again, it's going to play the same thing.
Yeah.
Let me call the number again.
Did anybody even understand half of it?
Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to reach.
Nicholas Pacione.
Pacione. Man, that's kind of a cool name, though. It is ringing.
So weird.
Good, this last time. Otherwise, it'd be harassment. I just want to verify. I want to know his opinions on Brian Keane. If he will give him prayers. Come on.
Hey, welcome to my Google Plus. If you want to get hold of me, this is how you do it. If you want to leave a voice message, this is where you go. This is the right number for it. I have a number for you guys to make public, and I'll make that available on my page if you want to get hold of me that way. You're welcome to do so. I need an SMS.
Okay, so that's just a message. I got excited for nothing. All right, Lisa, that was just a message. I mean,
I don't even know what he was saying in most of it. I'm okay with that. We don't need to play it again. You know,
he still sounds like Marchese.
You think they're one and the same?
He sounds like Marchese, yes.
Hey, you think we should start a campaign to see if Marchese is actually see if they're one and the same? Man, you're like typing up over there. All right.
So I'm trying to find more midget porn. Sorry, Xtina shouts sometimes when we're one of our authors, they're doing the reading or something, or she's talking about. But I get bored so quickly. I really do. I got the attention span of.
Yes, he needs to be tied into place because right away I'm like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? Quit fidgeting.
What is he fiddling?
Well, now
if I was closer, he would be tied up, and not in a good way. Not in a good way, you guys.
Well, boo.
Shit, no.
Boo.
Okay,
no.
well.
Hold on. I would love to get into that in full detail. Okay, but it
what
is
midget porn?
No, John. James being tied up.
I'll forward you the video if you want, Lisa. It's a good one.
He would like it. He would like it way too much. He would.
But I want the details told to me by Xtina. That would be great. But we're actually almost out of. Actually, we are out of time. This episode I have to cut up a little short here. But I wanted to get an opportunity to talk to you guys about this great opportunity that you guys have and working on it and also give a chance to all that drama, all that bullshit that was going around, really clear the air of that, you know. And I think we did. Like, what do you think? You think we did a good job?
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, definitely. Like I say, as far as we're concerned, it's water under the bridge, you know, and the focus is on, you know, working with all the authors who, you know, want to be involved in it. Obviously, as many as we can squeeze in, and putting out a fitting tribute to Jack Ketchum.
All right. Well, with that said, ladies, gentlemen, thank you for listening. Thank you for everything. Just press the heart button, share around, all that stuff. James, great having you. Xtina, thank you for joining on. And Lisa, thank you for answering the call. And Nikki Boy, thank you for being interesting.
We love you, Nikki. We love you.
All right.
I love you, James. Xtina.
All right, with that said.
We love you too.
With that said, y'all take it easy. Good night.
And you, sir.
When we go out to eat, we never agree on where to go.
I want burgers.
Pizza.
Tacos it is.
The one thing we do agree on is we all want unlimited high-speed data. That's why we switched to Metro PCS.
Stop by Metro PCS with the whole family and get 4 lines with unlimited LTE data for just $100, period. Metro PCS. Wireless. Figured out. Coverage not available in some areas. Requires new line. During congestion, the fraction of customers using more than 35 gigs per month may notice reduced speeds. Video streams at up to 480p. No tethering. See store for details and terms and conditions.